Hello everybody, my name is Lali Sani and sitting in the hot seat on my right is one gentleman who I've known ever since I've been a member. And giving the devil the due, I must admit that he is one of the most well-spoken people in the club with whom I can always have a discussion on just about any issue in the world. Of course, we got to be in the bar to have that discussion. So it's always a pleasure talking to you, Sangeet.
Thanks, Lali.
And I still remember, as much as I live in Oberoi apartments and you also
Yes.
work for the Oberoi, so maybe all that elegance that comes in you, would you like to credit, despite your parents and alma mater, also the Oberois for that?
Oh, absolutely. I think that actually polished me up. Yes, parenting did play a very vital role, but yes, the hospitality which Oberoi gave me and the customer service and the experience aspect, that definitely came working with them for 10 years. So yes, it is
Okay.
important.
That's great. So now, getting into the political aspect of it, which is why
Okay.
both of us are here.
Sure.
Um, why did you choose Saviours?
Well, that's a good and a tricky question. Um it was a whole year kind of an understanding, but at the end, they both are pretty nice in what they do. But what I
On
actually
Facebook, you have been slightly more tilted towards them, if I may sort of put you on the spot for that.
yes, absolutely, because see, when you are sitting and when you are actually looking at them from the outsider's perspective, you are vetting people out and you are asking questions so they can get a proper answer, and that's what makes you help decisions better. So asking on Facebook is for my own understanding
As a member.
as a member,
Which is your right.
which is my right, and that's what I did, was to actually question them to find. That's how I can make decisions on people, right? But at the end, when it came to making a decision, I really thought that this is one company, and I think everybody is
You
talking.
mean company means the Saviours?
The saviors. It is a one people or one group, and what actually excited me that despite being together, they have no qualms about pointing fingers at each other. I think that's a beautiful thing, because either we don't talk about it, but it's in the best interest of the club. So if somebody is doing wrong, they're saying yes, it is wrong, and they
You mean the sort of difference in opinion that prevailed within the
within the
elected
organization, but nobody stopped from saying it. Yes, different people have different way of saying it. They don't put in the right words. Maybe they were shouting at each
But
other.
some of it did cross the line. Now, come on.
It did.
Let's be honest. We're both educated, civilized people.
Correct.
Some of it, I feel, did cross the line.
It did cross the line, and it could have been held on to it. But I think it's when you're in aggression, when you're in anger, sometimes you do cross the line. They could have held on to it. They could have made it a little clever. But at the end of the day, is that more important, or is it more important to control corruption, to control that the money loss that's happening? I think I can live with that, but I can't live with the corruption and the loss part. And I think they worked out.
So, if I was to summarize, what you're trying to say is that linen that got washed in the public is less important to you than their ability to have controlled pilferages and corruptions. Am I right in summarizing that?
Absolutely, they could have held on to it. I'm sure there
You
is
keep
some.
saying that because you realize that
There was, I mean, there was not required. And see, me being a hotelier, we are taught, we don't argue with our customers in the hotel itself. There are always difference of opinions. There are,
yeah, we can agree to disagree.
we
and
can
yet
agree
be
to disagree.
together.
Customers,
Doesn't that explain married life?
yeah, absolutely. Customers come to us, and it's not necessarily that they like everything we do. We try to give the best foot forward, try to give the best service. But that's the way life is. But you can't lose your temper on it. So yes, they have lost their tempers, and those videos, to me, in any case, shouldn't be public. How do we know about it? There was a loss of temper happening within the bounds of a meeting room. Now somebody takes a video and do it. I think all of us in the back, behind the back, you, me, have
We
gone
could
through
all
this.
have our moments where if a video was made out of us, we could probably be more addicted.
Right. So today we are saying to these people, but the fact is that if you and your wife are fighting and I take a video out, there's a different picture of you
Why
and
are
me.
you including me in this conversation?
Because you are there. You are there.
Why
so
shoot the messenger?
we both get trouble into it. So,
I know.
so and then they worked diligently on it, and the reports were nice, which looked promising. And I think this is like, as I call it, the tea is bubbling.
Okay.
before the tea is made, it has to bubble. So this is the bubble, and this
Tipping
progress,
point it got to.
the progress has to happen, and these are the things that will come up. And I'm sure we are progressing towards a good change in the club management and the thought process. So
And if people do choose to reward you for the way
Right.
you conduct yourself and the ability of finessing that you have, what
Thank
would
you.
be your vision in the larger interest of this club?
Well, to tell you frankly, my main forte, my background, my passion is my work, and that's hotelier. I've been a hotelier. I work with the Oberois. I worked with various premier brands after that. And I think one thing that was ingrained into us, and one thing I believe, service, the end result is the entire holistic experience you're talking
It's a
about.
good experience. It should be an experience.
It's a good experience, and I actually had the opportunity, and I thank these guys that I had an opportunity to do catering, right? I was a co-chairman for catering. Now, me being a hotelier, there was one black area for me, and that was I've done restaurant, I've done hotels, but have I really done clubs to take on this responsibility? Because
Totally different ball game.
it is like somewhere mid between catering and restauranting. You're actually feeding 500 people in a restaurant manner, individual stuff. So there was a lot of intrigueness, and for that 2-3 months, I really learned a lot. I was just quietly watching, and I saw there is so much that can be done. Why should we get a good service? I think it's all about strategic approach, planning, looking at different aspects, motivation of the staff, talking to the staff and trying to put them. They need direction, is that what I thought. Whether I have
You
gone.
think you can give that sense of direction
And-
if people choose to elect you?
Absolutely, I would, and that's what I would be looking at, is to go through a different experience, service experience for the people, for my members and for myself.
Chalo, Sangeet, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
And my
Lali.
best wishes for the election, and a happy Diwali in advance.
You too, and we look forward, whether me or anybody else, I look forward to a great experience, culinary experience, service experience for my members. Together we can, and I'm
bless
sure
you.
we'll do it.
God bless you.
Take care.